Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Livingston here, first grade teacher at Hidden Valley, and today we are going to do our math lesson. Our goal for today's math lesson is to use only 10 pattern blocks to create a boat. At this time, if you do not have your cutout paper pattern blocks in front of you, please pause this video and get them ready. Before we get started, let's look at the shapes that we see in boats. So here I've provided just 6 examples of different types of boats so that we can examine the shapes that we are going to need to build this boat from our shapes. Looking at these sailboats, I see a lot of triangular figures, large and small. And in all of the boats, I see a long shape, could be a rectangle. We might have to use some of our different shapes to put the shapes together to make new shapes. I see a lot of roundness and pointing. So now I have some ideas of shapes in my head. We need to use exactly 10 pattern blocks to build a boat. Let's review the names of the shapes. The yellow shape is a hexagon. Please say hexagon. That has 6 sides and 6 corners. The next shape is a trapezoid. Please say trapezoid. 4 corners, 4 sides. 2 are the same. The next shape is a parallelogram. And if you turn it, it is a rhombus. 4 corners and 4 sides. The next shape is a square, 4 corners and 4 sides. The next shape is a diamond, 4 corners and 4 sides. And the last shape is a triangle, 3 corners and 3 sides. Even though a lot of the shapes have the same number of corners and sides, boys and girls, we know that these shapes are not the same because their sides are different lengths and go in different directions and different angles. So what I want you to do is get your pattern blocks ready and referring back to these pictures if you need to go back in the video. Try different combinations of 10 pattern blocks to build a boat. There is not one correct answer. All of our boats will probably look different, but I want you to pause and try your best to build a boat. When we come back, I will show you an example of a boat that I built. So go ahead and pause and make your boat. If you are listening now, you have tried to build your boat with your paper cutout pattern blocks, and you are ready to see Miss Livingston build her boat. So I'm going to be building mine on the computer, so bear with me. It takes a little bit of time to turn the shapes. I have my 6 choices here, but I do not have to use all of them. So I remember that a lot of them had these sort of, I have to go into this mode, sorry friends. These sort of shapes like this, where I turn them and it kind of looks like a boat, but I know that my boat can get bigger than this. I want to make it a lot bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some rhombuses to make it even wider. And longer. And I'm lining up the shapes at the edges that are the same shape, length, and the same line go together. Do you see how that's a perfect fit? And don't look at the colors, boys and girls. We're solely focusing on shape. We have the colors here so you can see the difference between the shapes and where the lines begin and end. I'm going to make my boat even longer. So I'm going to add another rhombus to each side. Oops. I have used now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and I can only use a total of 10. So I have 5 more that can be used. Right now, it looks like the bottom of my boat is finished, and now I need to work on what I want to do for the top. I think I'm going to make it look kind of like a sailboat. And this is the longest shape I can find that looks like a pole. I'm going to build up with that 2 times. So here I have used 7 shapes. And a lot of those sailboats we talked about had those triangular figures coming off of them. So I'm going to start by putting a triangle here and make it pointy. And I know that after I use this shape, I still have 2 more shapes that I can use. So I'm going to add another triangle. And to finish it off, I'm going to add another triangle to make a flag. Oops. I apologize, boys and girls. Turning these on the computer is not the easiest. Now, I'm not so happy with my shape because I wanted it to be a full triangle. So I'm going to take this triangle down here and see if I can find its shape in any of my other shapes. Not the diamond, not the square. Ooh, wait, the rhombus. A triangle makes two triangles make a rhombus. So I'm going to get more value from using my rhombus. So I'm switching to my rhombus. Now it's not perfect, but I have created a boat using 10 blocks, pattern blocks. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rhombuses. I used 2 triangles, 2 diamonds, and 1 trapezoid. Your boat may look different, and that is awesome if it does. This was to use your creativity and your brain. Be sure to send a picture of your boat to your teacher. Now, in your math journal or on a piece of paper, you are going to answer the following question and upload to Canvas or send a picture to your teacher. We just made one boat using 10 blocks. So, using what you know about tens, how many pattern blocks would you need to make 2 boats? Explain in your math journal. So you already know about tens, you know how to count by tens. So we need you to write how many pattern blocks you would need to make 2 boats. Here is your sentence starter, and you can copy this exactly as is, but where there are lines or where you need to add your own answer in your own words. I know that I would need blank, so you're putting a number there, pattern blocks to make 2 boats because we need to know why. What do you know about this math problem? How can you prove your answer? This will also be uploaded when you upload your math work to Canvas. So again, you built your boat, you're sending a picture to your teacher, you're answering your math journal question, and finally, in your learning packet, there is a question for day 36. It says on page 10, use pattern blocks to build a tree. Draw a picture of the tree below or in your journal. So you can use as many as you want. Don't worry about colors to build a tree. And then draw a picture of that tree. And then lastly, in your packet, there is a flower, but it is not complete. Draw the remaining shapes that you would need to add to this drawing to make it look like a beautiful flower. You have 3 things to complete, boys and girls. Build your boat, answer your journal question, and complete your activity on page 10 in your packet. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I'll talk to you soon.